One thing about RV living is that you will become best friends with Command 3M hooks. They're awesome because they usually hold a lot of poundage for their size, but they don't put holes in your wall. Kitchen.
Well, this is cool. You might want to put some stuff away, but I can show them what this looks like.
So this is a IKEA. This is an IKEA storage system. This bar, it's called Gruntal, Grundtal, and we'll put a link in the description for these because they are so nice.
Awesome.
So basically you get this bar and then there's all these accessories that you can get to go on it. And this accessory right here, let me give you that, is a dish drying rack, but it snaps right up like that and folds out of the way so that you have all your counter space that you need. It comes with a plastic tray under it to catch all the water, but I think it's the cheapest, and I don't know, it's white. It's just not, I threw it away. So we just put a little drying mat underneath it to catch the water. Got more little plants in the window. These are from my friend Julie Falk. She got them for my birthday and I love them. My little cacti. More storage up here. More storage here. All of our plates and cups. All of the Chuckies.
All of the Chuckies. Ew.
Is there a gross one in there?
Yeah.
Let's take it out. Somebody stuck it in there with all. It looks like it has cake, chocolate cake on it. We have a microwave that is also a convection oven, that is also a storage compartment.
Yeah.
You have to find things. You have to find things like that to just store everything.
We just had Truman's birthday, so it's
yeah. So we have cake and we have leftover donuts from Donut Friday, and so we just put things in there. So that can be used as an oven along with our other oven down here, which is also, and it's dirty. Look at the crumbs. It's also a storage compartment for all of our baking dishes and things like that.
Tins.
And then under here is our cruddy stove.
Not too bad.
I have these things in here. If you're an RVer, then you know that these stoves come with these little rubber grommets right in here that keep the grate up off of the stove. But they're the worst invention ever. See, this one still has one in it because I don't ever use this burner. But when you use the burner, these little rubber grommets turn hard and they crumble and fall apart. It's the worst thing ever. So the sponges are under here so that when we go down the road, it's not like rattling and scratching things up. So this is so convenient, so nice. It covers the stove so that you have all this counter space. And then down here we have these nice little things that fit the sink. Oh, this right here, these little plates, they store away nicely, but they fit in to your sink so that you have more counter space. So when I'm not
tons of counter space.
When I'm not like actually physically cooking, I'll prepare food on all this counter space, and then I'll use the stove and I'll take the sink plates out too so that I can wash up after dinner. And then over here, under the microwave, we have another Gruntal bar with this little hanging box, and it holds my cooking oil and salt and pepper, and there's some tea in here. And then I've got all these nice little hooks that hold the utensils that I use most often. And then we keep all of our silverware in this guy because I used to keep it in this drawer, but I also found these amazing little trays at IKEA. I don't remember what they're called, but they're like two little valleys per per piece, so I've got 3 of them in here right now. But they hold your spices, and they kind of have a grippy thing on them that keeps them from moving, because I used to keep them up here where we have a spice rack, but none of my spices actually fit in here, and the few that did would like fall out as we're going down the road, and it didn't make sense. So all the silverware that was in here is in there now. All my spices are in here, and I've got 4 huge drawers here that, you know, we keep linens, towels, and more utensils. So over here above the dining table we have 3 fruit baskets. We got our first one from Camping World, but you can also get them on Amazon, and we'll put a link below for these, but they are invaluable for a family our size because our kids go through fruit like crazy. So we always have oranges and apples and like lemons and limes. And then we hang our bananas up here, except for when they become separated and then they end up in the fruit basket. But we have these command hooks on the wall, and they're perfect for holding a bunch of bananas, and I've got 3 of them because we literally go through that many bananas. That's one thing about RV living, is that you will become best friends with Command 3M hooks. They're awesome because they usually hold a lot of poundage for their size, but they don't put holes in your walls. We try hard not to put holes. These we actually drilled in, and then the gruntal things we drilled in. But we usually try everything first with some kind of command strip, Velcro or hooks, because if we can do it without putting holes, that's great, because someday you might sell your RV and somebody might not want 3 hammock baskets. They're going to get 3 hammock baskets if they get our RV, because that's just the way it is. We put holes in it. Another thing that is great for in an RV is you'll notice that my soap and my plants, they're all like tacked down there. And we use this stuff that's called Quake Putty. I think it's
We'll
called,
have to put a link to it.
It's called Quake something. Quake...
Earthquake stuff. It's like
Quake,
earthquake
yeah, it's
putty.
stuff that they use over on the West Coast in California when they get a lot of earthquakes and things fall off shelves. So if you just put some of that on the bottom of things, you know, you can travel with your soap out and your plants and they don't fall over and spill everywhere. It's really, really awesome stuff though. We love that. So we have lots of food storage here because there are lots of us eating. And so we've got these 3 cabinets up here that are all food storage. We've got a china cabinet over here that's all food storage. And then we've got 2 cabinets down here.
With locks on them.
With locks on them because they are at a level where little fingers like to... Like there's sprinkles in here. And like vanilla and baking soda, stuff like that. And so he's gotten in here before and like spilled stuff all over the floor. So we keep, you can show them all of them. All of the lower cabinets all have child locks on them. And
all of them.
A very good reason for that. Oh, and I keep my, this used to be toy storage. We didn't show toys yet. But it makes more sense that it's my pots and pans. So we moved the toys down here, which we never showed you guys at the beginning. Toys were moved to here. And this is just some of the toys. We have other,
but not many. I mean,
not
the realities
many. This is all of the kid toys for the little ones. They play with these toys. And then this drawer is all of the art supplies for the older ones. It's supposed to have colored pencils and crayons in there, but the boys have put them away somewhere else that they don't belong. So, what else? Oh, we have a pretty good size refrigerator and freezer. This is the freezer side and the refrigerator side, which I really need to organize right now, but oh yes, and I can't forget, this used to be where the trash was when the previous owners had this, and we moved the trash to under the sink, and this is now our kitty's lavatory. This is her little private space. And so we keep the little, I made a curtain with this little tea towel. That's her space, and it keeps it out of sight.